Power 107.5, you were tuned in to Any Given Sunday. For this segment, we have some good people from Columbus Soup, Liz and Bryant. How y'all doing? You here? You good?
Hey.
Glad to have you all here. Now, if you're not familiar with Columbus Soup pretty much is changing the way that the capital city thinks about philanthropy. And so now that Liz and Brian are here, and they're with Columbus Soup, tell the people of Columbus what you guys do, who you represent, why you're here.
So I'll give you the short answer, and then Liz can fill in the details. But we really try to make philanthropy accessible to anybody, no matter how much money you make, no matter what you look like or how old you are.
Right.
And we try to make it a fun experience at the same time.
Okay.
We throw crowdfunding events quarterly, where it is $7 for dinner and a vote. We get awesome local businesses to supply food for everyone, and we have a theme where we take grant applications. Those projects come and talk to us about what they're doing in Columbus, and everyone votes on who gets the money. We collect it at the door after we eat, hang out, and have fun.
Yeah, oh, wow. It's all cash. You give us cash, and we don't use any of that money. We just hand it right over.
Good stuff. So, I guess in my mind, it looks like this. You have this group of people come, you guys eat, you guys hang out, somebody presents their ideas to the crowd, and then you guys choose. Do you choose that night who gets the money?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird, though? Like, if you came to present and you didn't get the money, is anybody, upset that they didn't win?
So the very first time we did it, we thought it was going to be all about the winner.
Right.
Who took home, the money. We thought it was weird.
Yeah.
But you go and you realize it's not even about the winner. It's about the connections
that
you
foster
make.
connection.
Okay.
Yeah, at our very first one, we had somebody who didn't win, but they connected with somebody in the audience who wrote them a check on the spot.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. It was amazing.
That's kind of
people
cool.
Just, they connect with certain projects,
Right.
and they want to follow through with them, and they still get something out of being there, even if they don't get the money.
So is there a certain project that you guys didn't as a group fund, but that you were really, really excited about and you wanted to help out with? Does that happen, Jeff, for you all?
So one of my favorites was a group that didn't win. Okay. They were Neighborhood Gardens in Linden, and they didn't win. They weren't even the runner-up. But I've loved following what they've done. They have gotten money from all these places because people saw them, and they're doing really great things. And they're really small, but they're wonderful.
Right, that's pretty good. That's pretty dope. And
you see a lot of growth in those companies then, in situations like that. So do they ever come back and try to win the money again?
Well,
actually, we've only done 3 events. This is going to be our 4th event.
Okay.
So we have had this time an applicant that won money at our first event. So we're still taking applications until April 20th for this event, which is going to be on April 27th. The theme's community empowerment. So we're seeking projects that are specifically community empowerment in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have this application from a project that's doing something different within their scope of their organization. So I'm really interested to see if they get chosen when we go through all the applications.
Yeah, and so for those who are out there listening, we've been bringing in people each week who have actually got the Create Columbus Commission grant that goes on this year. And the application process is until April 28th. And if you have ideas for Columbus that can make a better Columbus or even community empowerment, this is the whole purpose of us having this segment for this show, to kind of educate you that money's out there. So when you call on us and you say, hey, you guys should be talking about this, this, and that, well, why don't you just do it yourself? There's money out there to make it happen. Why go ahead and just do it?
And I think it always starts with an idea.
Yeah.
It's something that you see that needs to be done, and you're like, man, maybe this should happen. Nah, I don't have the money to do that. So again, this is a good opportunity for you to follow through with that idea, that dream that you have.
Now, Columbus Soup, go ahead.
Oh, and see, Columbus Soup is the perfect platform for that, because it's people getting in on the ground floor. You could start with just that tiny idea, and it could grow. You can meet the people to help you make that idea happen, and you can get the money to make it happen at Columbus Soup.
Yeah, you guys raised over $5,000 for local projects in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
That's really big, and your whole organization is volunteer-based, right?
Yeah, so there was 5 of us who met at Zencha last year. We're just a group of friends, and we have somebody from California who's here for school. She did something similar out there, and she's on our team.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're just a little group of us. We all have other jobs, and we love it. We love doing it.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It seems to be like a niche where you're kind of grabbing young professionals and kind of pulling them in as well. Is that true?
Absolutely. We have at least 30 volunteers coming for this event in April, and I think we have 20 volunteers, young professionals, and also at our events, about 75% of our attendees are young professionals.
Yeah, our whole team of us is millennials, and while we have every age group that comes, the vast majority is millennials, and we really think about philanthropy differently, that we don't have all these big investors. We don't have a bunch of money, and that's what Soup's about. You give $7.
Yeah.
and you get to eat and have fun. You know.
So let me ask you guys this: do you help develop bad ideas? Like, has somebody just come with a terrible idea? You're
That's
like,
where the democratic process comes in.
Okay.
We don't have anything to do with who wins. It's the attendees who vote on who wins. So luckily, like, if there's a bad idea, likely it would get weeded out
Right.
just by, the vote. A lot of people ask amazing questions when we do the question and answers. Like, you would be surprised, like, how smart people are.
Yeah. We also don't want anybody to embarrass themselves. We try to coach people a little bit beforehand and make sure they're the best prepared they possibly can be.
Because that's the worst, getting up there and not having your idea all the way developed in front of all these people. I mean, that's crazy. So if somebody does have an idea, tell them your information, how they can get involved, your website, all that kind of stuff.
So you go to columbussoup.org. Make sure it's .org, not .com. And we're all over Twitter and Facebook and everything else. But go to our website, and hopefully it's really easy to apply.
Yeah, if you can talk about your idea, talk about your project, you can handle this application. Like,
Yeah.
It takes like 10 minutes, super easy questions. Like, it's not going to rack your brain or take you a long time or make you do a spreadsheet.
Right, because this is meant for normal people who have great ideas and don't have a lot of money to do it.
And again, right now you're focused on things that are community empowerment type of.
Yep. We think about community empowerment, like that's kind of broad, but we spell it out on our website what that means. A lot of it's the scope. We don't want it to be, a lot of our things in the past have been a neighborhood. This is about a bigger project. This is probably going to be the most money we've ever raised. We're at COSI. COSI gave us their space.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's a nice facility as well. And so who usually cooks the food there?
We actually have local restaurants donate food, really generous local businesses. We're going to have Zen Cha Tea Salon, make soup,
Passport Cafe.
Passport Cafe, and we're going to have Explorers Club.
And DeLevy is coming to
Yeah,
this one.
DeLevy's coming.
Levy's always good,
And, Whole Foods Upper Arlington.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, they give us stuff at every event. Whole Foods Upper Arlington
They
is
are
amazing.
so generous. Oh my
That's
god, like
cool.
amazing breads, like grain salad, like the best part about Whole Foods is like you just know it's quality.
Right.
So there's never a question about how wholesome it is or whatever. It was just have some really generous local businesses.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, I'm excited about this event. When is the next one?
April 27th
April 27th.
at COSI.
All right, April 27th.
And so we learned a really good lesson in our last one that we need to cap off the event because we oversold.
Right.
So you have to get you don't pay right now. You just get your spot.
So RSVP, so to speak.
ColumbusSoup.org, and we have 300 spots. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you don't RSVP through Eventbrite, but you can link to Eventbrite through
Okay.
the website.
We don't take cards. You got to bring cash to the door because we want it to be super transparent. You give us cash to the door, we hand it over at the end of the night.
Gotta
Wow.
bring cash, man. No
So-
evidence.
So the people who are there, they're the ones that vote.
Yeah.
So if I have a group, can I just bring all my friends to like
That's it.
stuff the
Yeah.
That's how
ballot
you
box?
gotta do it.
Yeah.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
So like, may the most popular person win.
Right.
We encourage like the different groups to bring their supporters. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Franklinton Gardens won our last one for community gardens, and they brought a ton of people from their neighborhood because Franklinton Gardens does great things in that area.
Right.
They give food to people all the time. They're amazing, and they brought all their friends and supporters, and they won.
Wow.
That's huge. Good stuff. Well, listen, make sure you check out their site, columbussoup.org. The event, again, is April 27th, 5 p.m. at COSI. Go out and support this event. You heard it here first on Any Given Sunday. Liz and Brian, thank you both for coming in.
Thanks.
Having us.
Listen,